Hi, beautiful beauty besties. It's Monday. Happy Monday, friends. Happy Monday. I'm sorry if I'm really close and loud, but I'm sitting all the way on the edge of my chair because I have a certain older senior gentleman sitting behind me on my chair. That would be Mike. For new viewers, Mike is my senior cat who is extra clingy these last couple weeks, which is okay, right, guys? It's okay because we love him and we want him to feel loved right back and secure. So he can sit on my chair if he wants, and that's okay. All right, friends, we have a really fun show today, you guys. Oh, excuse me. I do have doors and windows open, so there's going to be some occasional borkins. We got in the mail. Actually got this in the mail last night, but I was so pooped out from all the shenanigans yesterday that I didn't unbox it. So we're going to unbox that today. And we also have, my friends, 2 days. We got to catch up 2 days because we did not open our Advent yesterday, which I didn't think we were. And I told you guys, I think, in my last video. So anyway, let's get into some inspiration, my friends, because your girl needs it today. We're doing good though, guys. We had a great weekend. It was so much fun. I want to thank all of you guys for coming out and supporting us. Just a great time. We'll get into that more in a second. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. How beautiful is that? Amen. All right, friends. Before I get into the BD shenanigans, like I said, guys, we had a lot of fun yesterday on our live, and I did want to show you because I have not photographed her yet, but this was my this is my necklace. This is how she came out. So those are the little flames I did, and then that's just the rest of it. And I think she came out, I don't have a bead mat down, but I think she came out really pretty. We did some little fancy loops down here at our toggle site, right? Our clasp site rather. Yeah, I think she came out really pretty. I will be taking pictures, guys. I will be taking better pictures. But anyway, that's her. That is autumn, my friends. And guys, I did this this is my first attempt at an open swirl. I've never done an open swirl before. And she's not the best because we need practice. But there's an interesting story behind the swirl. So when I was doing this on the live, I accidentally put the swirl on the back because I was just so nervous. And I was just like, oh, just get the swirl done, Kyle. Because, you know, when you do something you've never done before in front of a bunch of people, it adds just a little bit extra spice, okay? And so I was nervous. So that spiral is not great. I did manage to twist it around and fix it and put it on the front. But, yeah, so, okay, let's get into our Halloween Advent. And I might have to bring you guys up a little bit. Let's open this up. This is our beautiful, amazing, one-of-a-kind gift from Laura Miller. You guys, we've already opened a couple, so we have to open 5 and 6 together. Because I did not get 5. Number 5, she's alive. Ooh, 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 ooh. What do we got? Ooh, look at these. These are so much fun. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, there was a little spider hiding in there, you guys. We found our little stowaway. Yay. Look at those. These are those little clay beads. Oh my gosh, Miss Laura, these are so much fun. These are going to be great for like the summertime. Oh my gosh. Love, love, love those so much. And then we got this little hitchhiker. Where'd he go? Where's the little hitchhiker? I'm gonna put him back in there too with his compadres. He's guarding his booty. That's between him and the box. I don't get involved in domestics. Anyway, so what is this? It says polymer clay beads. Yes, they are. They are super cute. I love them. It's okay. It's okay, buddy. I'm just doing this. You're fine. You don't need to be on guard. We got it. Okay, let's open up today's. So excited. Uh-oh. Oh no, we lost her. Oh guys, this is a loose mix. We're going to put her in a bowl. Oh, I'm excited about this one. We might use this for our Halloween live. Look at, oh my gosh, there's another hitchhiker. I love it. So look at all the hitchhikers. Hi, buddy. Look at this little guy. Look at this bicone mix. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. We have all of our favorite colors in here, which happen to be Halloween colors. We got our orange, our green, our purple, and our black. Guys, seriously, these are my favorite colors. These Halloween colors. And it just so happens to coincide that Halloween is my favorite holiday. 4mm bicone mix. That's what we say. All right. I don't know if I should put this in a bag or just dump it back in there. I think I'm just going to dump it in there. I don't want to dump it and have it go everywhere. So let's get us a little scoopy. A scoop-a-doop. Oh, look, we got one of these scoops from one of our besties. We'll use this guy. Just scoop them. Just scoop them in there. Because I don't want to dump. Because if I dump, guys, then that's me. That's the spider getting mad at me because I've just lost all of his treasures. Oh, one went in there with the clays. That's okay. That's okay. How does Becky do this all the time? I'm like exhausted already. She is always putting the stuff in the sorters. I'm pooped already. This is a lot. Oh, see what I'm saying? Hold on. We got it. Miss Laura, that's a lot of beads. You have plumb spoiled me, my friend. All right, guys, there we go. Where's our little spider? Oh, okay, sorry. Can you go? Thank you. And we will put our little thing in here. I love them. We might be using these before Halloween, actually. Okay, there are our, oh, toothpick. We need our what did she call it? I forget, but the essential necessary tool that's awaiting copyright. I think that's what she said. All right, friends. That was so much fun. I love that. I think I'm gonna feel bad next year when I don't have one. That's not a, sorry guys, I was all up in my business. That wasn't me saying that I want this again next year. I'm just saying I'll be sad when I don't have one next year. Okay, cool. Let's just get into it. My friends, the Bargain Bead Box. Oh my God, pulled you up way too. Anyway, there we go. We are not, we got to get together. Okay, get it together, Colin, get it together. The Bargain Bead Box, my friends. Holy smokes. So this is a monthly, it's a reoccurring monthly subscription. You guys, it's about $23. And it's curated to a theme every single month. Everything is curated. Your metals are curated. Your beads are curated. It's beautiful. We'll get many gemstones. We get some glass and crystal. We get findings, charms, pendants, all those things. You get everything in this collection to make complete jewelry, other than, you know, of course, your stringing and all of your wire, those kinds of things. But as far as the beads and the pendants and the findings, like the charms and stuff like that, it's all in here, my friends. And chain, it's all in here. And I do want to do a family shout out to our beautiful bestie at the channel there, Miss Cindy. Miss Cindy recently subscribed to the Bargain Bead Box using my code. And I want to say thank you so much, Cindy, for that. And welcome to the Bargain Bead Box family, guys. And that gets a very special applause. Indeed. And so also, guys, what you will get with this is you will also get a 30% coupon off of the sister store, Bead Box Bargains, which I do have, you guys, a Bead Box Bargains order sitting here. I've not even taken it out of its bubble yet. It came a couple days ago. This is from their summer end sale, and I have not opened it yet. I don't know if you guys want to go through it with me. It's a lot of like summery spring colors, so I will leave that up to you in the comments if you want to open that with me. If not, I will not be offended, because I'm not sure if a lot of those things are still available, because all I did was shop the sale. I did not shop the actual store. So you guys let me know. But anyway, let's get this open. And I do not have a cloud. I thought I was so prepared today. I gotta get me a cloud. Yeah, so guys, chances are if you don't like this one, that you'll probably like the next 27. So there's always that, guys, because they change every month, guys. The themes change, the colors change, the metals change, everything changes. All right, let's bring her out. I'm going to just bring out my paper real quick to make sure that you cannot to make sure that you cannot see that code. And then there's our little baggy bag. Oh, this month, and guys, also, if you go over, and of course, I will leave all of this information in the description box, including my special code that you guys, if you want to become a Bargain Bead Box subscriber, I will leave my code in the description box. And it's actually a link now. It's not a code anymore. They gave us links. So if you click on that link and follow it and subscribe, that will help me out as well. And I would appreciate that. Thank you so much. It just gives me a little extra couple dollars off of my next shipment. All right, guys. So this month we are talking about Midnight Menagerie. Now, I will tell you, if you go over to their YouTube channel, which I will also leave in the box, they will. Lauren likes to give us little spoilers. It's usually the last Friday of the month of the next collection. So I did see a couple spoilers, and I do know, guys, it's not necessarily Halloween based, but it kind of is a little bit. I love it. It might not be for everyone, but everything that I saw, I love. But you guys know I'm a super big Halloween spooky ooky fan. So, all right, let's get into this. Shadowy hues and nocturnal creatures combine in this fun yet elegant set. Pendants include a charming celestial cat, a bat set with golden sheen obsidian, a faceted black obsidian teardrop, gemstones in dark, moody colors mesh with sparkling crystals and silver findings to create an October twist on this classic black and silver palette. So I also love that, guys. I'm a big fan of monochromatic stuff like black and silver, black and white, kind of, you know. I love that vibe. And then also on this paper, you are going to learn about a contest, and I will also leave their Facebook group in the description box. So guys, you can go ahead and make something from your shipment, and you enter it over there. And guys, if you don't have Facebook, that's okay. You can send it here. It'll tell you on your paper where you can send your submissions. And yeah, and you could win, my friends, you could win some major $50 gift certificate. You know what I could do with $50 at Bargain Bead Box or Bead Box Bargains, guys? Okay. And there's some more tutorials also on their YouTube page, and then they have all this stuff. And then the other side will have our key, our Midnight Menagerie key, and we're looking at 21 items this month, and it says it is a value of $90.29. So you know, friends, you know what time it is. Dumper due time. It is, oh, black bag. Whoop, whoop. Dumper due time. Oh, some of these beads look familiar. I might have got some of these from Jody recently, I think. Something similar. Anyway, here we go. Boom. Dumper due. Let's get in. Let's get in there. Let's get in there and swish it around. See, we got some of that. Oh, yes. I remember these. I'm so excited about these. Okay. These are the ones I was thinking. I just oh, these are these? These are agate. The ones I got from Jody, I think, were glass. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. You know what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead. Oh my gosh. Look at the bats. Okay. Calm down, Call. I'm going to go ahead and organize, and then we'll be right back, friends. We'll be right back. Okay, friends, and we are separated. And I'm sorry if there was a weird glitch in between. I had to actually turn this video off to turn my ringer off, which I thought I did. I usually have my phone on vibrate. And I thought I turned the vibrate off. And apparently I didn't. And as I was about to start recording again, my phone just kept blowing up. And so I had to go out and do that. So anyway, enough about me. Let's bring in a bead mat, my friends. Let's bring in a bead mat. You guys, this collection is amazing. Okay, so without further ado, let me go ahead and put a bend in it, in my papers, so we know where we are. Oh, I don't need the paper. That's right, you guys. It's already listed on the bag. I love that. Can I just tell you, I love this about Bargain Bead Box is we don't even need to follow the paper. We've got this. And hopefully you guys are down. I see that we're a little bit blurry here, so let's go ahead and see if we can focus. Hocus pocus. Maybe focus. I don't know, friends. It doesn't look like it's focusing. Let me bring you back up and then down again and see if that will focus. Oh, look at this. Amazing. It's a little trick we do. All right. So first we're going to look at, this is a 26 by 46 brass and golden sheen obsidian. I have to learn how to slow down when I say that word. Bat pendant. Oh my gosh, you guys. You guys. I know there might be some beautiful friends out there that don't love the bats. I love the bats. I love the bats and the spiders and the cats and all of the things. Not that cats are necessarily creepy, but I love all of those things. And this is just adorable. There's the back. Look at his ears. Look at his ears. Oh my goodness. So you got a bail down here. And then how do we slide this guy on is the question. Oh, duh, Call. He hangs upside down. And guys, can I just tell you something? With the recent past, I'm sorry. I just was swallowing and went to talk at the same time. with the recent passing of our rock grandfather, our metal legend grandfather, Ozzy Osbourne. This is perfect. I want to make a Ozzy Osbourne inspired necklace for myself with that. I love that. All right, friends. Next, we're going to go into number 2, and I also love this pendant. The pendants this month are so good. This is a 31 by 27 antique silver cat and moon pendant with glass. This is so pretty. Sorry, I couldn't find my thing. Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. It's so like just so smooth and shiny. There's the back. Look at the back. It has a bunch of stars on it. Oh, I love it. There, of course, is our bail at the top. If you don't want to use the bail, you can always take that off and just use the loop. Oh my gosh, now I want to make a necklace with that. You guys, it's going to be one of those months. I don't know what I'm going to want to make. I'm going to want to make a lot. All right, next we're going to look at 8mm golden sheen obsidian round beads. You get a 7.5-inch strand. Let's look at these. You guys, funny story about these. I was looking at these in the shop. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're like, so you have this obsidian, which is this black glossy color. And then you also have, and I don't know if you can see, that little bit of gold. It's just a gold sheen, hence the gold sheen obsidian, friends. But I have been looking at the golden sheen obsidian for quite some time in the 10mm beads, because I thought that would be a really pretty bead to make my husband a bracelet with. But maybe I'll make it with those. Those are very pretty. Bring them into focus. All right. Next, we are going to look at a 4x3 golden sheen obsidian faceted round beads and a 7.5-inch strand again. And these are just a little bit smaller. And these definitely have a little bit more of those golden tones, more so than the bigger ones did. These, you can really, really see like that gold sheen in there. Those are very pretty. Very faceted. Just pretty little bead. Put those there. And then we are going to look at some more of the golden sheen. And these, oh no, this is black agate. I'm sorry, friends. 6mm black agate, dyed and heated. This is a 15-inch strand, so a very generous strand of this pretty functional black agate. And look, it does have, it's not all just black. There are some inclusions. Look at that guy. Got that guy. He's a little. We got some striping in here. Look, this is beautiful. Look at all this striping in here. We got some really pretty ones. Look at that one. It's got like, it looks like he has an eye. I'm obsessed with eyes lately. What is it, friends? I'm just obsessed. Look at that guy with eyeballs. We're gonna put you over here because you want to do what you want to do, so we'll let you do it. All right, friends. These are the ones. I hope that they put these on sale, because I'm probably going to buy 25 strands. I'm probably not even going to buy 1 strand, but I'm just going to say that to make myself feel better. This is an 8x6 Malaysia Jade Rondelle. This is a dyed quartz, and this is in the October Nights. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is probably the most perfect strand. Look at, we've got our oranges and purples in here, and also a little bit of black. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. These beads are amazing. Look at them. Gosh, I don't know if you can even see that purple, because it's a dark, dark, dark purple. But it's definitely purple. Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can show you this purple. These up here, that's, oh, sorry. That's all purple. I don't know if that's coming out, but those are amazing. I want like a whole mess ton of these, please. Yes and please. Please and thank you. There we go. I love it. All right, next we're going to look at some barrels. This is a 6-piece 13 by 10 black onyx dyed heated barrel beads. Oh, these are really pretty. Love these. We just have a very glossy, there's your drill hole there. Very glossy, shiny barrel in the onyx. Is that what we said? I just said it, and literally that quick I forgot. Those are beautiful. They look like little pieces of black candy, little, I don't know, black licorice barrels. Oh, don't eat them. That's all I know. You can lick them, that's fine, but don't eat them. All right, next we have a 10-piece 10mm agate dyed heated striped Z beads, my friends. Oh, we got some Z beads. I love a good Z bead. These are so pretty. They remind me of bumblebees, of course. But oh my gosh, look at those. Some of them are a little bit more clear. Some of them are a little darker and mysterious. Oh, those are lovely. I love those. I'm definitely gonna have to put some thought into those. I don't know. Maybe we'll put them in our Ozzy Osbourne necklace. I don't see why not. All right, friends. Next, we're gonna look at an 8x6 crystal rondelle beads in moon shadow mix. Are you ready for the sparkle bombs? Boom. Sparkle bomb. There's your sparkle bomb. Well, one of your sparkle bombs, guys. We have some more sparkle bombs coming. This is just one delivery. Look at those. So you get this lovely, lovely mix of all these different. We've got this silver, the clear faceted silvery, and we've got this opaque, lustery cream color. And then we also have that's like all silver. And then we have some gray, light gray, and also this more champagne color. It's a little bit different. We have like a little more champagne-y color and a little more white color. They look very similar, but they're two different colors. And we also have black. Wow, these are gorgeous. I really like these clear ones though. These clear ones are really pretty. They're half plated. Oh, is this one half plated too? No, there are all silver ones too. So you have the half plated and all the silver. Oh my gosh. Those are gorgeous. Love a good, you guys know, you already know, I love my rondelles. But give me a good sparkle bomb rondelle. Yes, ma'am. There we go. Boom. All right. Oh, we have some English cut sparkle bombs. These are 6mm English cut faceted round beads in black vitriol. Boom. Look at those. Okay, I'm sorry. I won't do any more booms. Look at those. Sparkle Central, my friends. Or as our beautiful friend Marianne would say, look at the sparkle. Look at the sparkle on these. Okay, I'm sorry. That was a really bad impersonation of Marianne, who sent me a video today, and I'm just so in love with her accent. I think she's, Marianne, are you from Boston? And I was telling her, because she was like, I know, it's like, and I'm like, I love your accent. It's so good. You guys, I had a bestie. I still have her. She's still around. She didn't go anywhere, but she's from Boston, and we used to go to the Comic-Cons together. Yes, I'm a Comic-Con girl. We would go to the Comic-Cons, and there was this one particular one that we would go to in New Jersey. It was the Chiller Festival, or the Chiller Con. Was it in Parsippany? I think it was in Parsippany, if I remember correctly. And so we would stay at the hotel. Guys, this was the best part. We would stay at the hotel, the same hotel that they had the convention in. So one year we went. And we went because it was the Sons of Anarchy. A lot of the cast members were going to be there. You guys, we rode on the elevator with Tommy Flanagan. Are you kidding me? Plays Chibs on Sons of Anarchy. We rode the elevator with this man. And I have a picture of Bobby, who I'm trying to think what his real name is. And I can't off the top of my head. But he plays Bobby Love in Sons of Anarchy. You guys, I have a picture of him coming behind me as I was taking a picture with somebody else, and he was photobombing me. I got photobombed by Bobby Love. Can you believe this? What? Okay, enough about me. Let's move on with the beads. Oh, but I was telling you a story. That's right. I'm sorry, guys. Mental health. This is how my brain works. But we tell one story, and it goes off into different, and then we have to collect it all and bring it back in. But what I was saying was, my friend was from Boston, who I used to go to these Comic-Cons with. And I loved her accent so much. I would make her like read stuff for me. Like I'd be like, hey, Brenda, her name's Brenda, read this. What does this say? And she would just roll her eyes and read it for me because I was just obsessed with her accent. And Marianne just brought me back to that. So I want to say thank you, my friend. Anyway, that was the roundabout story. This is a 20-piece 7.5 by 11 crystal faceted chevron barrel beads in black vitriol. So again, guys, we're getting that sparkle that was with these. But guys, I was busy telling the story. What I love about these beads are they are half plated, right? So this one side, you're going to get this sparkle bomb. And then the other side is going to be this like blackish chrome. It's more like a dark chrome plate. And then this side, you get the sparkle bomb. And it's kind of cool when they're next to each other because they stack up different. You know, you might have one that's on one side, and then it's like, oh, it looks like two different beads, but it's not. Anyway, I find that fascinating. So these are just like those, and we get several many. We get, how many do we get? This is a lot. 20 pieces. That's a really generous amount. Usually with these kind of beads, we get like 10 or 12. This is great. I'm not saying with this collection. I'm just meaning in general. These are amazing. I love these. So we have this chevron print. Let me focus. Hocus, focus, pocus. We have that chevron print, and there you can see some of it is matte. And then when you spin it around, something magical happens. Look at that. We have that beautiful crystally glow inside of there. Yes, ma'am. Yep. These are pretty phenomenal. Love those. I love this shape too. That's a fun shape. Ma'am. All right, guys, I'm going to pause real quick to close this door. All right, friends, sorry about that. I also had to turn the air on because my husband will be home in about an hour, and I want it to be nice. And it's not too bad in here. It's enough. It's like comfortable for me if you're just sitting. I think it's around like 80 degrees right now. But when you start moving around, it gets a little sticky. So I wanted to do that for him because, guys, he works in a non-air conditioned place, and he works really hard. My husband does a lot of manual work. So I want it to be nice and cool when he comes home. All right, next we have a Midnight Moonlight bead set. We get a 1 piece of a 25 by 13 boho bead. That's exciting. And 2 pieces of glowing lampwork glass beads. Oh, these are pretty. So here's our boho bead. And guys, boho beads are always going to be a little bit different because these are usually handmade. So what they do is they take these beads, like they'll take a bead or a clay bead. I guess this is a clay bead. And then they put all of this, like, here's some ball chain, and then we have some little diamonds. Then we have some more like little chain here. It's just so pretty and handmade, guys. So it's going to be like a little, it's not going to be perfect, right? And that's okay because I love anything handmade. And guys, actually my favorite thing about handmade things are they're not perfect. And that's why I love them, because you can tell that somebody put the work and the effort to make those beads, right? And we appreciate that. So these are our lampwork beads, and they're these beautiful, and I don't know if you can tell. So they have like an inner coloring, and then they have an outer glass. So they kind of look like they glow from inside, and I love that. And we also have some pretty like little sparkles in there. Those are fabulous. And not too heavy. These will probably make really cute earrings. I'll put them in the pretzel. This kind of looks like a pretzel. Put them in the pretzel. All right, friends, and we are going to move on to our findings now, and I'm so excited about these next two things. They are the best. We have a 2-piece 22 by 19 enameled cat and crescent moon pendants. Oh my gosh, you guys, if they had these available when I bought all my enamels, these would have been like, I would have made 20 pairs of earrings with these. These are fantastic. Look at them. Look at all the detail in the moon. We have all this like swirly detail. There's the back. They are one-sided. And then there's this little enamel cat just staring off and wishing upon a star. Oh, he's so sweet. Wishing upon a star, my friends. Let's put him where we can see him. Running out of visible room on my bead mat. I still have some room around here, but then you won't be able to see it because I have you down so low. All right, guys, we're going to look at another set of charms that are equally as cute. These are a 2-piece 23 by 19 enameled bat donut pendant. And guys, these are lead-free, nickel-free. And when you see these quotations, so the LF means lead-free. Doesn't mean lick-free. It means lead-free. The NF is nickel-free, and then the CF is cadmium-free. So that's what those, and that's very nice that Lauren and the Bead Box Bargains team does those things, right? And lets us know. Look how sweet. So there's the backside of one. They are not double-sided. But look how sweet they are, these little bat rings. And there's your little ring up there at the top. They're so sweet. What we could do is we could just, oh, maybe we'll make earrings. I was going to make a necklace today. Now I'm not sure. Because those are going to, you know what we're going to do? I think we're going to make a necklace today. But I think we're going to come back and we're going to do an earring session. And make a whole bunch of earrings with this box. Because I am feeling the earring love, my friends. And you already know, Kyle loves her earrings. All right, next we're going to look at 4 pieces, 20 by 56 filigree back connector charms in antique silver. These are pretty cool, my friends. Again, if I had these at the pop-up shop. So this is our back guy. And they do look the same. I think they're the same on both sides. There's no, like, it's not concave or anything anywhere. So, but look at all of these, first of all. We've got millions of connection points. We have some holes over here on the wings. And then we have another hole right underneath that one. And then we have got this hole. And then up here, we've got connection holes up here by the, oh, we're not focusing. Hold on. Focus, focus. We've got some holes up here by the body. And plus we have all these little filigree spots. Those are pretty fun, you guys. And we get 4 pieces of those. Gosh, these would look good in our Aussie necklace, wouldn't they? Oh, man. I'm going to have to put some thought into our Aussie necklace. I was going to make that today, but I don't know, guys. There's so much here. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Next, we have a 5.5 by 2 corrugated spacer beads, and we get 10 grams of these. And here we go. They're just a really pretty spacer, just like this little florally shape spacer. And they're little, guys, which I love. I love a good small little baby spacer. I will probably use all of these. So I'm glad they gave us so many. I'm glad they gave us a whole handful, because you guys, I probably will use all of them. And I do have to say, I love that our collection is in antique silver this month, because I don't think bright silver, like this is kind of bright silver. Our pendant's a little bit bright silver. And that's okay, because that's, that's our pendant. Let me move this over a little bit. Okay. But I'm glad that our findings are in some little antique silver, because it's a really, antique silver is a better, I think, for like this time of year. And also, if it tarnishes, it's going to be okay, because it's just going to look antique and it'll match. It'll fit right in. Okay, friends. Next, we have some bead caps. We got 6 by 7 millimeter dotted caps. I like these caps. These are like these little star caps, and I think these are cute. Yeah, I actually have bought some of these, and I have some of these in my stash on purpose, friends, on purpose. There's the back. Yeah, and then there's the front. Just this little, can you see little dots in there? Just a really cute little bead cap. I do enjoy these bead caps. Okay, put them all in there. All right, next we are going to look at a 2-piece 21 by 34 classic toggle clasp. These are pretty. These are pretty. These are a little bit brighter. No, they look a little bit antique. They're kind of big and chunky, which is nice, and they're solid. That's a nice solid ring. It's not flimsy, anything like that. And look how long that bar is, friends. That bar is going to secure really nicely with that toggle. Sometimes we get toggles and the bar is a little bit shorter, and those can be a little scary, friends. Those can be a little like Russian roulette, playing roulette with your jewelry. But these are nice. These are nice and long, and those are going to be a winner for us. All right. We've got a couple more things, but guys, can you believe, like, look how full my bead mat is. 23 bucks, my friends, 23 bucks. All right, guys, now we're going to look at some chain, which usually is the last thing to look at. But this month, they switched it up a little bit, and they gave us beads to look at for the last 2 items. So this will be the end of our findings. We have a meter of 3 by 2 stainless steel cable texture chain, or jewelry chain, rather. And this is just your standard cable chain. And these are nice, smaller links. So, and this is, did we say this was stainless steel? I just read it, I know. Now I can't find it. I just threw it over here. Yeah, stainless steel, guys. So can you believe that? I just read something and like instantly forget it. That's why if you guys tell me secrets and you're like, don't tell, chances are I won't, because I probably will forget as soon as after you tell me. But it's nice and strong, right? It's a thinner chain, but it's nice and strong because it is that stainless steel. So we can use this to hang heavier things on. I mean, I wouldn't put like, too much on it, but we can put a little bit, and we could also use it for tassel and accent chain, but it is strong enough that you can just use it if you wanted to throw just a pendant on the chain, you could probably do that. All right, and we have 2 more things, friends. Can you believe this collection? It doesn't end. We have 2 more things to look at. First of it's going to be a 24 by 13 millimeter obsidian faceted teardrop pendant. Oh, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. She's little and not tiny, tiny, but she's a little on the demure side. But just beautiful. Look at those beautiful facets. Now, most of yours, because of the nature of this gemstone, will probably look the same. Because there's not, you really can't see too many inclusions, but yours might have a couple inclusions. Because it is a gemstone, and there's our hole up here at the top. Beautiful little pendant. And then last but not least, my friends, because we needed to add a little splash of color, and I do agree. We have a 4 millimeter facet, cat's eye glass faceted round bead in light peach. Boom. And I love this glass. It almost looks gemstone-like, right? Look how beautiful that is. They actually do look like gemstones. Are we sure these aren't gemstones, Bargain Bead Box? Did y'all get your bags mixed up? No, this says cat's eye. It looks to me like a gemstone, but it's beautiful. Get the little chatoyant. That's the whole cat eye thing where it gives you those little chatoyant pops. These are very pretty and delicate. And guys, look at this much needed little relief and color kind of in there. Okay, I can dig that. So here it is, my friends. Here's your October Bargain Bead Box collection. I think it's gorgeous. I love this collection. I'm so happy to have it. Yeah, tell me what you guys think. What are your favorites? So for me, my favorites would be the rondelles. I love both of these pendants. I love both sets of these charms. I love this strand. I pretty much love anything. There's really nothing in here that I could do without, friends. I'm happy to say that. I'm happy to say that I love everything. So what are we going to make today? I don't know, you guys. Maybe, let's see, what are we at? Well, this is at 24, and then my other video is probably, so let's see, it's probably been a longer video. I do want to make an Ozzy Osbourne necklace to remember our beautiful grandfather. But I think I want to put some thought into that. Maybe we'll make that. I don't know. My question was, I didn't know if I wanted to use these. So of course we would probably do this. We would hang them like that. Or we could hang this. Oh, what if we did that? What if we... I know it's hard to see, you guys, because I have a full bead mat. So you know what? Hold on. When in doubt, bring in another one. Would this work? What do you think about that? Is that too much? I think that's too much. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Margie. I think that's just too much. Well, we could use them as connectors this way. That's an idea. To do them long ways. Okay. All right. Hold on a second, friends. I might be coming up with something here. You know what time it is. We got to bring our shopping cart in and throw. So I'm going to throw 2 of these. And I'm going to throw our bat. Let's throw some ovals in here just in case. We want to use some of those. I also have to keep in mind, I want to leave some of this stuff for my cat pendant as well. I'm definitely going to use spacers. I'm not going to throw the spacers in the shopping cart or the bead caps because they'll fall right through. Oh, do we want to use this guy? Okay. And then probably we'll use some of these to give us a little bit of sparkle. We'll use some sparkle bombs. Of course, we'll use some of this. And we'll use some of that. What else? Oh, I don't want to put the purple ones in. I want to use those for some... I think I might want to use those for the cat. Yeah, or something else. I don't know. We'll throw some of these in. Throw some of those in the cart. And I'm deciding if I want to use these or if I just want to keep it black and kind of more on the monotone, which I think I do. Oh, too bad that bat doesn't have a connection on both ends, because we could have him holding this like holding this little drop. That would be interesting too. But all right, and let me grab a toggle set, and I think This is a full shopping cart, friends. This is about as full as my shopping cart has ever been. We are up to the top. So with that, I will bid you adieu for the next couple minutes as I gather some supplies and get something together, and we can make a fun necklace together. All right, friends, be right back. And friends, we're back. And I do apologize. While we were gone, my husband has come home. He's in the kitchen now cooking bacon. So you guys might hear some bacon cooking in the background. It's BLT day, friends. It is BLT night. You guys know we have BLT night at least once a week. And also, guys, he got some stickers in the mail. And this is just a sign, a further sign to me that these are BMX stickers. But look, this is kind of how Ozzy wrote his stuff. And then look at this. Diary of a Rad Man, and there's a little picture of Ozzy. These came in the mail today, so this is further proof, friends. This is the Prince of Darkness. This is our grandfather speaking through us, telling us, yes, let's make this necklace. And also, friends, I pilfered some moons because while I was cutting the strands off, I'm not making this up, Ozzy Osbourne came on the radio, and it was Bark at the Moon, and I said, oh my gosh, we just got some moons. So I did pilfer these from Jesse James Beads. I'm sure they won't be mad because they probably love Ozzy too, so it's okay. We might not use all of them, but we're going to use a couple. And also from my stash, I'm bringing in, I'm not sure, I think these are little tiny Beanie Baby onyxes. Little teeny tiny babies, or I might be bringing in the pyrite. I'm not 100% sure, but I do have an idea, guys. This is design on the fly, okay? I'm really not 100% sure what we're making, but I know I'm going to be using our soft flex in the black onyx, and of course I also have some crimp tubes and jump rings next to me. So I'll give you a thought process. I was thinking we would string this guy. No, we're not going to string. That's right. Well, we are going to string a little bit. We're going to string a little bit here, and I was thinking these could come in at some point, right? So we would string, oh, you are not on camera. I'm sorry, guys. We would string this portion, and then we would connect it to these. So we'll do a little couple beads in here, and I was thinking these barrels, I think, because they look very similar to this. So I think we'll add some little bead caps here to either barrel, right? That'll be pretty. We are going to be using some bead caps because I do like these. And then we can put small little beads on the side, and then we will attach it to these, and then we'll finish up. And I also thought maybe we could drop maybe a couple little moons here too. I don't know, just a thought. I didn't bring any wire in, so I might have to do that, guys. This is an awfully big project that I'm thinking of, and I probably should have planned it out just a little bit better, but that's okay. So this is probably going to be a longer video. Also, what I was thinking about this bottom portion, I was thinking about hanging this bat here. So we're going to do a strand of, okay, so we're going to do 2 strands through here. And I think it will be big enough for 2 strands. We'll see. 1 strand is going to have beads on it, I'm thinking. So that's what I want to try. I want to try that with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring out our soft flex. And then I also thought we could use these little babies. They're so tiny. Look how small they are. They're like so tiny. We'll use some of those here too. Or the pyrite. But I think we're going to go with these because these are a little bit smaller. And I'm going to they're going to go in here, right? So we want to make sure that we have enough room. All right. I'm not really measuring anything, guys. We're just eyeballing. We're designing on the fly. We're doing lots of stuff here. I just want to see something. Go. What's going on here? Where are you? Okay. So I have to see about how long do I want to hang this guy. I think this should be enough. I'm going to cut myself a little extra just so we have some extra crimping for our crimping. So what I'm going to do with this guy is I am going to, we can put a little bead stopper on one end just in case, because these beads are very tiny. And we can go ahead and string up a whole bunch of these. So this is probably gonna, oh my gosh, this will take me forever. They might be too small. Hold on 1 second. They might be too small. Let's see. If they do fit, guys, I'm probably gonna have to pause and I will string this up. Oh my gosh, I can't even see their holes. Okay, well, I'm just going to pause real quick and see if I can string a bunch of these up on here. We'll be right back, friends. Okay, friends, we're back. And unfortunately, the pyrite also is not going to work. So I also had this beautiful pyrite that I thought would be pretty because it's so sparkly, but the holes are too small, friends, too small. So we are bringing in some little regular old black matte seed beads. And I said, well, these are kind of boring. So I'm also bringing in some of these crimp beads that I like to use. You guys already know. I feel like we're not bright enough here. Let's fix our lights a little. All right, and I will bring you down just as up, go. Bring you down just a little bit. I had an idea here, so I'm going to move these guys up here because I kind of know we already know what we want to do there, and I'm going to bring maybe 2 moons down. So I'm going to pick up, and I probably could have done this off camera, but these have a little bit bigger holes, so we shouldn't have any issues. I'm going to pick up a bunch of these, but because these are like kind of plain. And we'll do a couple together and then I'll pick up the rest off screen. But, because guys, this is probably going to be a longer video. Oh my gosh, I thought this would be a little easier. So oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The struggle continues. On the struggle bus. These are not all uniform, but that's okay. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do is I'll do a couple of these. So we'll do like 5 to 1. So we'll do 5 of these seed beads, and then we'll do 1 of these, and we'll make it just a little bit zhuzhier, right? That's just a little bit of a better look. Okay, I'm going to continue this, and I think I'm also going to add some of these stars in here. So let me do this off camera, this part, and I'll be right back. Okay, friends, and here we are. And so I've gone ahead and I've strung a bunch of, I did 6. We have to add a couple more here because I had the moons won't go through the barrel, so we have to do this part together. But I did 6 portions in the middle of 5 little seed beads, and these I believe are 11 O's. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're 11 O's. And then we did these little baby crimp beads, my friends. Crimp balls, my goodness, call. And then we also added a moon here, right? We added a little moon section. And so I do have a game plan here, but first we have to do some things. So we have to add this barrel here. Okay, and then we will add the rest of our stuff here. So let's go ahead and start with our moon. And it doesn't really matter which way it goes. And then we're gonna do a section of these. I tried to get them all at once, friends. I tried to get fancy, and it just didn't work. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's right. Well, I got to do one of these little silver because I did the moons between a black and a silver. Okay, and now we'll pick up 5 black. 1. Sorry if the music is too loud. Trying to drown out the kitchen noises, and I'm like, I don't know what's worse, the kitchen noises or the loud music. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is why I took you off camera in the first place. And also, guys, because I was going through my analytics, and it shows that while I do have a lot of views and a lot of likes and all those things, I also have a high click-through rate, which tells me that I probably talk too darn much. And so I will try to speed up parts that maybe you guys don't have to sit through, like parts like this. But I couldn't completely do this off camera. I wanted to explain to you guys what I was doing here. All right. And I also have a crimp tube already strung on the other side. These beads are so little. Okay. Just 2 more, friends. 2 more, and we are good to go. So the crimp bead is going to act like the... So what I did was I did 2 portions on either side and then 1 extra one in the middle. So we have 6, we have the moons, and then we have 3 more portions. Oh my gosh, you guys. Listen. Okay. And then a crimp tube in the middle there so we can kind of make this even. So let's see. I think that's going to be good. And now we have to also add our bat. We can actually, this pinch bail opens, so we can add that after we crimp. All right, so let me get my sides together. I already have 1 crimp tube on this side. And I guess I wasn't really thinking about it, guys. We could have hid our crimp tube inside the barrel, but I guess I wasn't really thinking about that. So I'm going to put one side through the other side. Okay. And then we're going to pull both of those sides. Okay. And so this was my theory. It would hang like this, and that might be too long. And then this would be our pendant. Interesting. I think it's just a little too long. So what I'm going to do is I am just going, oh my gosh, you guys, I am so sorry. I'm just messing this up today. I keep forgetting how low you guys are down. I don't know why it seems so dark on my mat today. I'm not really sure. This is kind of what I was going for, but I think this loop is a little too long. So I'm going to go off screen, and I think I'm going to put this down to 3 beads instead of 5. And that should really help us with this length, guys. Okay, I'll be right back. And we're back, friends, and we're back. And full disclosure, I've had dinner. I started recording this video at about 2 o'clock. And it is now 20 after 7. Friends, I am so sorry it's taking me so long. But I did have to eat dinner and all the things. So, and it's okay because it gave me a minute to reflect. And so far, this is what we have. So instead of doing all the spacer and you know, I just did a whole, I think I did about 20 of these 11-0s to fill this whole barrel. And then we did some spacer situations here. Now, what I was originally planning was, let me pick up a crimp tube. What I was originally planning, and you can do this, was to do this, put these on either side. And guys, this has been a labor of love, can I tell you? Because this is the second time I've tried to shoot this. I got 7 minutes in to shooting this part, and I dropped my piece, and beads just went flying everywhere. So I did not get a chance to see. Now, you could do this, right? And you could crimp it there. And then you could hang your bat from the actual inside the loop. That was my original idea, but then I got to thinking, and I did cut myself a bigger piece of bead stringing wire since I had to restring everything anyway. But I was thinking we could do more of a teardrop method. So that's how you would do, if you want to do like a circle method, that's how you would bring your crimp tubes in like this. But we want to do a teardrop. So I'm going to bring my crimp tube back down, and I'm going to go ahead and put this through it this way, right? So they are side by side. They're going in side by side and not, you know, head on. And we're going to bring all this down. And we're going to kind of form this, right? Now remember, this is going to be the dangle portion of our bail. This is kind of our focal, and this is like the little dangle portion. So then I thought, what if we took this side, put our bat on it, of course. I'm going to hold this one out of the way. We put our little bat on it. And I'm not going to take it off the bail just in case I can't get that bail back on the proper way. Because sometimes when you open those and you try to close them again, they don't close the same way. Okay, and then we're going to bring this back up through all of our crimp here. Okay, bring that back up like that. So now I'm just going to put this on the mat and position my crimp tube so this is all nice and solid. And then I will make that loop a little smaller. You don't want it too small because we want them to hang nicely, right? We want them to hang nicely on that drop. Okay, and pulling on the bottom cord is going to get all of our tension here. Okay. Oh my gosh, that was so awkward, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, see this? And then let's pull on this bottom cord to tension all of this. Okay. And I'm just going to hold all of this. Sometimes, friends, sometimes you need 7 hands. I'll try to pick it up so you guys can see. And we can crimp together in a way that doesn't, okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's very particular, friends. Just be careful going in here. And we also want to try to crimp our, don't crush a seed bead. Whew. We also want our crimp to go, we also want our loop to face, don't crush a seed bead. Oh my gosh, thank God. That was what I was worried about, you guys, because there's really small seed beads here. I'm just trying to avoid that with my life. Okay, I think we're doing okay. Just gonna take this off so I can see real quick. Make sure we're not getting our seed. I'm just giving it the rotisserie. Trying to keep all of our loops facing in the same direction. And I think that's gonna be good, my friends. I think we have successfully, and that's what we have. How cute is that? Oh my gosh, I'm so, okay. Now we have to cut our cords here. So we're done the focal portion. The rest should be a snap. The rest should be easy peasy, easy cheesy, pumpkin crazy, apple spice, don't sneezy. I went a little crazy there. Okay. All right. So here's our focal portion, and I think that is super duty cute. Super duty cute. Look at the moons. Okay. I'll bring you back down a little bit so you guys can see. That's up, Kyle. Bring it back down. Is that a little better? Hopefully we're focusing. Focus. Okay. All right. So now we have to figure out the rest. Now I'm hoping, and I'm pretty sure we will be able to feed another wire. Yeah. Okay. So my thought process is, now let's get these barrels. I know we're going to want these barrels. And I'm also going to put little, yeah, I think I'm going to definitely going to do bead caps on either side. Let me just kind of negotiate my phone so it's not keeps going off and on. I do apologize for that, guys. I'm not sure why it does that. Let me fix my lights. I looked up and I saw I was in focus, out of focus, in focus, out of focus. I know that's annoying as anything. So hopefully we can avoid that. All right, so we're gonna have this little okay, these are gonna be on the side. Do we want to put a little, you know what, I think we'll put a little couple seed beads just in here. I don't know if all the little seed beads will fit through that. I mean, we could try that. I could do that off camera. And I also brought in, so I have we have our barrels, we have our obsidians, we have our small black agate. I also have these crystals. I'm not sure if I'm going to use those. And then with our rondelle crystals, I actually, I took these more clear ones. I separated the clear ones and then the silver more chromy ones. And then the other ones we can use for another project. I'm just going to pause real quick. I know, guys, I'm sorry, but I just want to try something out. And it'll probably take me a million minutes because these are so small. So just give me 1 second. Okay, friends, we're back. And I did some testing. And I think we're going to be okay. So what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to cut. I think I'm going to cut this. I don't know how long I need it. So I'm just going to cut a longer piece. And then if I need to cut it down for scraps, I will. Okay. Because we're not going to use this whole piece for the length because we're going to attach it to these wings. And I understand my mat is a mess, friends. It's a whole mess. And that's okay. We'll just push stuff up here. We'll just push it up out of our way. I do have bigger bead mats, but they don't fit with my lights because I have these little lights and I don't have an overhead light anymore because my mine went out. So I'll have to look more into fixing up my my situation when I get back from vacation. All right. So I'm going to take this wire and we're going to put this wire through here. And it will not fit through again with beads on there. That's what I was trying to see, and that didn't work. And sometimes you just have to the hole is huge, but sometimes you just have to poke around in there. You know? Okay. Now it's coming out. Now we want to make sure that it's on the top, right? It's not coming out from underneath or anything like that. So we're making sure that this wire is coming out on top of those other wires. Now I guess we could have done this, honestly, with one whole piece of wire. But I didn't know this was what I was going to make, guys. I'm literally constructing this as I go in my brain. So that's just how it goes. All right. So I am going to put, though, a couple beads on either end. We will do 2, if I can get them, because they should stop. They won't go inside, but they'll stop right up against there. So we'll do 2 on that end with a crimp tube, right? And then we'll do 2 on this end with a crimp tube. And that crimp tube is just going to give us just a little bit more decoration, just a little added shedazzle. Just a little added shedazzle. That's what we have. And now we are going to put some bigger beads on here. So I'm thinking, what if we do, should we do one of these crystals, or, oh, that's really pretty. Or do we want to do one of these crystals? I'm going to do one on either side and see which one I like better. I'm thinking the smaller ones. Yeah, I'm thinking the smaller ones just because we're going to be putting these big barrels on there too. So I want kind of a smaller bead there. Okay. And then we're going to put this bead cap on. And then our barrel. Okay. And another bead cap. Let's see if we like that. Oh my goodness. And I do. I think that's really pretty. You think I should put, yeah, I agree. Okay. I'm going to put another crimp tube. Put another crimp bead rather. In between the spacer and that crystal. Because I think that's a really pretty look. Okay. I very much like things spaced out. You know, that's just kind of how I like it. Let's see if we like that better. Or does that, yeah, that bead goes right up in there, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So it's really not going to matter because that little crimp bead just got swallowed up by that bead cap. Oh, you're right. We could use one of these. Oh, that's a good idea. All right. When the voices in your head are your friends. I love it. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh man, you guys. All right, and then we're gonna, of course, put this other bead cap on here. We're gonna put one on here. And then we're gonna do another spacer. Okay. And that's what we have there. And then I'm probably going to do one more of these crystals, and then we are going to crimp. Okay. I'm just going to do this end right now. Give us about this much space. Put our bead stopper here. All right, so let's get our crimp tube, and we are going to crimp here. Okay, and we are going to attach our bat wing at the same time. So now we have to figure out, do we want them to hang like this or like this? And I kind of like them like this because I was wondering too if we could maybe attach a dangle there when we're done. I don't know. I think it's an opportunity though, friends. I think it's a solid, oh, crimp tube, you're right. Oh, I already put it on there. Okay. It's a solid opportunity for a dangle. I'm just saying. All right, let's go ahead and put that tube on. Okay. I'm not really worried about the beads right now because they will zhuzh down when we're done crimping. This is the easy side to crimp. This is the more, you know, to make sure that they're not twisting up. But this is the easier side to crimp for sure. All right, there we go. Not twisting, and I want to give it a little bit of room so it's not really stiff, right? Okay. So now we're going to get our crimp tube. There's our tube. There's our pliers. That little hole is going to go right directly into that little crimp is going to go right directly into that little hole. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and crimp, and then we should get this fun little box. It's hard to see because it's gunmetal on black, but okay. And then we kind of want to keep our loop going that same direction. So we're just going to kind of make sure that we're not twisting our loop up, right? And I'm just going around and spinning her, taking her for a spin on the dance floor. And I think that should be good. Then we have this one's got some little ends sticking out. Let me just clean her up real quick, just a little bit. There we go. Much better. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and also cut this tail off while we're here. Guys, I got so much friend mail today to open. I haven't opened any of it yet. I have opened none of it. I want to know, you guys, you want to hang out with me a little bit later, maybe after General Hospital, and we can go ahead and open up some friend mail. We got some friend mail from Jennifer Miller. Look how cute this is. Oh, you guys, I love that. Oh my gosh, that's so good. That's so good. Okay. Calm down, Call. That's so good. All right, so let's bring all of this guy up to here. Now, what did we do here, friends? We did a spacer and a crimp tube. Okay. I mean, a crystal and a crimp tube. All right. I got mail from Danielle, which I can't really show you the Danielle mail, guys. I can show you, she sent me a special tool that I had requested, that she had an extra one of, for some fun projects for us, fun projects. I have to take a sip, guys. Sorry, my mouth is so dry. I just got done eating, and I'm like, I have to finish this before General Hospital. I really don't, guys. I can watch it whenever, but I did want to finish this. But anyway, Danielle sent us a tool, a wire bending tool, so then we can maybe use some of that flat wire to make bangle bracelets. We're going to try that too. Gotta get another crimp tube, friends. I did not bring enough out. We're going to need more for the rest of the necklace, unless we do, so I don't know. I'm not sure how we're going to finish it, but this is fun so far. This is pretty good. All right, so we have a lot of extra bead string wire, friends, so I'm actually going to cut some of this off. Okay, and we have this whole piece here that we can use for a bracelet or something. It's certainly long enough, so that is okay. All right, let's get this tube on there, and then we're going to go ahead and crimp this side, and I want to hold this kind of like this so we know it's not going to be crunchy when we crimp it. Okay, we're going this side out, right? Okay. That's looking good. And these are both the same, right? Are they the same? I thought they were, friends, but now I'm like wondering. No, I'm pretty sure they are. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. We're going to go down here and find our tube. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I got Broke Girl beads, which is kind of interesting because I didn't order anything, so I can't wait to see what that is. But I know that our besties, Jody and Marianne and Florence, or Mumsies, were over there shopping, so who knows, friends? Who knows? It might be a little gifty, or it might be just Karen saying, hey, I love you. I love you too, Karen. I think you're pretty wonderful. If I do say so myself. All right, friends. And then who else? Oh, I do have one is actually a purchase from our Gemstone Orphanage from the last yard sale. Was it a yard sale? I don't know, friends. I don't remember. I think so. I think it was from a yard sale. I'm not 100% sure. And then also, I also got a beautiful gift from our bestie Regina, Miss Gina. Miss Regina Gina. You guys remember Miss Regina Gina? I know you do. All right, so I'm thinking that, sorry, I was a little finicky right there. But just making sure we're not going to be crunchy and everybody's good. And this just I just got to make this a little bit smaller, because that's a lot bigger than the other side. But we don't want it that small. Okay, wiggle it out a little bit. There we go. All right, friends. Let's crimp this before we lose it. All right. Oh no. Sometimes you can still slide it down a little bit. Nope, that one's already crimped. Okay, that's fine. It was a little far away from that crystal bead than I wanted, but that's okay. It's because I didn't bring it back down through. I forgot. But that's okay. Just a little extra space in there, but that's fine. At least we definitely know it won't be crunchy, right, guys? We know it's not going to be crunchy. I think that's looking good. Maybe just do one little more squish on this side. Also, friends, if you ordered from my pop-up shop, those orders went out this morning. I have yet to send out tracking. I didn't get around to that yet, but I will be sending you guys tracking soon, before tonight is over. All right. So here we go, my friends. Here we go. Here she is. This is what we have so far. And that's what we have so far. I'm loving that. What do you guys think? I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. All right, so let's see how long this is. Okay, so we'll say about 8.5 inches. Perfect. So let's see. I'm wondering, do I want to do asymmetrical with the toggle down here? And I'm going to say probably not, because these silvers are a little bit different. So I think I'm going to keep the toggle in the back, which means we're going to need 4 more crimp tubes, and that's fine. Also, I was wondering, maybe, what do we think about dangling some moons off of here? I don't know. I'm not sure. Or we can dangle them down here. Or we cannot have any dangles, friends, and just let the bat be the bat. You can also wire wrap in here too. I don't think we're going to do that either. But guys, we have 2 more bats. So we have options for these bats because we have 2 more. So I think what I'm going to do here is, so this is about 8.5 inches. I probably want this about 20 inches. Okay. So now we're going to put this to the side, and we're going to make our little pattern here. And let's see. We definitely want to bring some of these in. So I'm wondering, do we want to bring in more barrels or just the barrels in the front? Let me bring this in so you can see her too. I think we're just going to use the barrels in the front. I think that's just really nice for the front portion. That's so cool. Okay. Well, how about we start it with one of these crystals and maybe a spacer. We'll do, how do these look on here? Oh, I think those are going to look good. Okay. So we'll do, and then one without the bead cap. So we'll have one that has a bead cap in the middle, right? And then we'll do another spacer. And then do we want to bring in, yeah, let's bring in one of those. Or we can bring one of those in between bead caps, because I think that would look pretty in the bead caps. Let's see. Because these have like a very flat finish, and sometimes they don't look nice next to other beads sometimes if it's like a round bead. So I think we'll put this guy between bead caps, right? And then we'll do another spacer. We're kind of doing some metal stacks here, and they're small enough that it will just be really pretty. Do we want to add another moon is the question. Or do we just want to keep our moons down here and just keep this part simple? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, since this part, the pendant portion it's, I don't want to say intricate, but it's kind of a lot going on here. So I think we're going to keep the length a little bit more simple. I think I like that idea. Okay, so maybe we'll bring in, do we want to do a crystal right behind that? Or do we want to do a couple of these, maybe separated by little crimp beads, right? And then we can do that and another one of these crystals. And maybe that's how we'll do it. That's how we'll do it until we get, so we want about 6, then we have our toggle. So I want about 5 inches of this. So let's see, this looks like about 3 inches. A little bit over 3. Okay. So maybe, so then maybe we do 3 more of these with our little spacers. Let's just start stringing this up and see how this looks. So I don't think, how long is this piece? We won't be able to use this piece. This is about 8 inches. I'm just going to cut myself another piece. I'm going to cut myself about a 10-inch piece. Just so I don't want to have, and if we find out that this piece is too long, then we'll know we can use the other piece for the other side. But I just don't want to cut myself short, you know, guys? It's not fun to do that. All right, so let me cut about a 10-inch piece here. Oh, man down. What was that? I hope it wasn't my crimp tubes. Oh, it was my tape measure. All right. So now we're going to crimp one side. We're going to do this side, and I got to get more tubes. More tubes, master. More tubes. That was my impersonation of Dobby. It wasn't very good. I don't know why I decided to impersonate Dobby. I just thought it'd be fun. Dobby's got a sock. Dobby's a free elf. Okay, here we go. Here we go with our crimp tubes. So let's get it together. All right. So I'm going to take, this is the front. Okay, cool. So I'm going to take one of our crimp tubes and slap that guy on there. And then we're going to go ahead and put this through here. All right. Oh, my duh, Kyle. Get it together. Okay. No, put the tube on after. Put the wire through, then put your tube on. Okay. Or not. Or not put your tube on at all. At all, even. Even at all. Okay. Let's put that tube on, shall we? Oh, guys, I'm messing up my little pattern here. You guys know I probably already will forget. All right. So now we're going to put one of this other side through here eventually. Sorry, I was off camera. And bring that down. All right. And again, we want to make sure we're not crimping too, that's about good. Guys, this is a good one in crimping exercises. I'm sorry about all the noise in the kitchen. I don't know what he's looking for. He doesn't, well, that was a hearty sigh. He doesn't need any more snacks. He just ate dinner. Oh my gosh, you guys, I had a situation. I have to tell you about it. I had a situation. I checked the mail today, and and I saw in there, so one thing I love, you guys know I miss Pennsylvania. I love Pennsylvania. But the one thing I do not miss about Pennsylvania is the Pennsylvania Turnpike. If you know, you know, guys. So anyway, when I went you know, for my son's wedding, he gave me the routes that were like the non-toll routes. And I was like, oh, I think I mangled this crimp a little bit. I don't know how. But I was like, oh, I don't want to take those non-toll routes. I just want to get there as fast as I can. So I decided to take the toll routes. Anyway, this crimp has got a little misshapen over here. I'm trying to fix it. I don't know if I can. I think I might have made it worse. I made it worse, friends. I'm going to cut this. This is why I cut extra wire. Anyway, every so often Call mangles a tube, friends. Beyond fixing, and that is okay. Like, that is mangled beyond you can't even. We just got to let her go. All right. I don't know if this is going to be long enough now. I might have to cut another piece. That's okay. So anyway, the bill came today, friends. The turnpike bill. The turnpike bill came today. I don't know how long this is, but I'm going to cut it. And I was like, well, and it came in my husband's name because the car is registered in his name. So I opened it. And I know that's a federal offense, friends. I know it is. I know. Sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. And so, yeah. And so I opened it and I was like, wow, okay, Call. How are we going to explain this one? Because I was thinking, guys, I really honestly thought, because it's hard to tell now because they don't really have actual booths anymore that have cards that tell you what the fares are or whatever. Now you just drive under things that look like headlights or traffic lights overhead or something, and they kind of use that to, they can locate your car, where you got on, where you got off the turnpike, all that stuff, right? Pennsylvania's tax dollars at its finest. So anyway, yeah. So I thought it was going to be like $40 at the most. I really did. I thought it was going to be like $40. It was going to be, it's fine. I'll just pay it and I won't even tell him, or he won't get mad at $40. It's fine. Friends, it was not $40. It was not. I wasn't even close. It was almost $76, my friends. It was like 75 and some change in order for me to have the honor and the pleasure of driving on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Lucky me. So anyway, I was like, oh, how do I tell Wayne? How do I tell Wayne that I did not take the non-toll routes? Because he's gonna find out, guys. It's in his name. I have to tell him, right? But he's okay with it. I told him at dinner. I was like, listen, baby, how you do? You look so handsome today. Did you have a good day? Because you're just like glowing. And he's like, what did you do? Yeah. So there was this turnpike thing. And I showed him the bill. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just like obsessing over this crimp now. That's enough, Call. All right. But that is enough. Oh my gosh. I made such a little tail too. Look at that. Just a little baby stump. Okay. Now that we've completely destroyed our pattern here, what was it, friends? What was it? I think there was a crystal here in the front. Yes. Oh my goodness. And we might only use the clear ones. I might not use the other ones because I just might not. That's why. Should we use like maybe, you know what? We have a bunch of these, right? Let's do this. Let's use another one because we did need to make up a little bit of length. So let's do a crimp bead in between, and then we'll do another one. And then we'll do our bead cap with our other one. Without the fur, without the matte fur. Do we love this? Sorry, guys. That was him opening up something he shouldn't be drinking right now because did I mention he has type 2 diabetes? Okay. I don't love that. I'm going to go back to my original plan. We'll figure out the rest of the length. I don't like to do things. I don't know why, friends, but I have such a thing about doing stuff in 4s. And am I also wondering, should we do another spacer in between and then a bead cap? Let's see what that looks like. I like it. I like it. I like those bead caps with those spacers. They look pretty cool. Right? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Boop. Boop. Oh no, I lost some of our pattern, friends. Now what are we doing? Oh, I think is this where we're doing our crystal? In between here? I think so. I think that's what we're doing. Oh, this is going to be so cool. It's already amazing. I love it. I hope you guys like it. All right, so that's what we have. I think that's pretty good. I think I like that a whole lot. So we're using our spacers and our bead caps together, making them look like nice little stacks. And then I think we're going to do this guy, right? And then I think this is where we are going to stack our little guys here. And then we'll take a measurement and see where we're at. All my little crimp beads got mixed up over here with the seed beads. My bead mat usually is not this chaotic. I mean, sometimes it is, but it's just really, it seems extra chaotic today, friends, but that's okay. Because it kind of fits our theme. Because Mr. Osborne was a chaotic kind of guy, right? In the best way. And then we'll see how long this is. And we might want to continue a couple more with those. Okay. Where? Oh, that's right, I knocked it down. Thank you for reminding me, Shirley. You are always here for me, my friend, to let me know. And I appreciate that. All right. So we're looking at about, not quite 8 inches. All right. So that would be 16. Okay. Let's do one more of these. I'm gonna do one more of these black agates. Oh my goodness. Something's wrong with that one. Something's wrong with him. Let's move on, shall we? There we go. And we'll do one more of these little guys. And then, do we want to do... See, this is going to be more on the back of the neck. And I don't typically like a lot of beads on the back of the neck. So I think what I'm going to do, honestly, I think I'm going to be done with the crystals. I don't know, though. Is that enough crystals? I think so, guys. You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to finish it with the black agates and these crimp beads. Do I have any more? Because they're all mixed up in there. I think that's how we're going to finish it. Just simple. We're going to finish it simple, guys, because, you know, the intricate parts are finished, right? Not everything has to be, you know, like some kind of to do. we can finish it out simple with just some of these black agates, because Lord knows we have enough. We have a whole messin' cup here, friends. A whole cup. So I want to get to where this side is about 9 to 10 inches. About 9 inches. 9 inches would be great. No comment, Marianne. I already know what she was thinking. She suggested that we do a beading network together, and I said, Marianne, it's a good way for us to get, like, the FCC involved. She said, could you imagine? I said, no, I couldn't imagine. I could not. All right, friends, let me put one more on there and see what we got. Boop, boop, boop. These beads are so pretty and shiny. It's so shiny. All right. That's looking good. I love that. I love the simplicity of the end of it. I think that's really pretty. Okay. Is this inches? Yes. Oh, friends, look, we might be there. We're at 9.5. Perfect. Boom. All right. That's what we're going to do. And now we're going to crimp this side. And we're going to crimp one of these. Kyle, do you want to do a crimp like with this, since you got all these black seed beads out here? That would take forever though, wouldn't it? No, I'm just going to, no, I'm not. I was thinking about doing like a little loop of seed beads with the toggle, but do we want to do that? Because I'm pretty sure that these rings are big enough that these seed beads would fit through. Let's see. I don't know. It kind of sits in there. It might not be. No, that portion doesn't fit. Okay. Oh my gosh, now we got it stuck in there. Hold on. I'm coming in. Hold on. Here we go. Boop. Okay, so we're not going to do that. That's fine. But the ring portion, this ring is huge. We could definitely do it on that side. We just couldn't do it on that side. It's fine. It's okay, friends. We're just going to do it regular. Okay, so we got the crimp tube on there. Let's put this guy on there. We're just going to crimp him directly onto the tube. No problem. We've got this beautiful soft flex. I'm going to bring this down through one bead. We have this beautiful soft flex wire. So we don't really have to worry about a lot of that abrasion. I think it'll be fine. Okay. We want to make ourselves a little bit of it so we have some movement here. Okay. And then we're also kind of curving this, making sure it's not going to be crunchy. I'm going to make this loop a little bit bigger. About that big. Okay. Crimping down. And that was a good one, friends. That was a good one. Yeah, so lots of friend mail if you guys want to look through those. I have no idea what's in any of them. Well, Jennifer, I think, sent me some crimp tubes. but that's an awfully big bag for crimp tubes. I feel like there's other stuff in there. And then our friend mail from Miss Regina Gina feels like a little gift box in there. So I'm super excited, you guys, because she makes the most beautiful, oh my gosh, sorry guys, I'm having trouble seeing my crimp. I'm gonna have to take it off screen real quick. She makes the most beautiful things. Her and her sister make the most beautiful, just everything. They just do such beautiful crafty things. So I'm really excited to see what's in there. She said it was a gift just because. And those are my favorite kind. Those are my favorite kind, those just because gifts. Those are the best. All right, there you go, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and repeat this section onto the other side. And then we will meet back up when my mat is cleaner. And then we can look at our necklace in its entirety. Be right back, friends. Okay, friends, and we're back. And here is our necklace. Look at it. It came out absolutely amazing. I am so in love with this necklace, you guys. Oh my goodness. Let's just look at that bail again. Or that pendant portion. Oh my gosh. Oh no, it's not focusing. Hold on. Hold on. We'll do our focus trick. We'll go down and then we'll go up. Focus. There we go. Look at this pendant portion. I love this. I love it so much, friends. There she is. I'm just so happy with it. So here it is, our tribute, our memorial necklace, our tribute necklace to the Prince of Darkness himself, our beloved Ozzy Osbourne. Sir Ozzy Osbourne, my friends. Sir, he is a sir after all. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Again, I will have all of the links and all of the tidbits of information down in the description box for you guys. I want to thank you all for joining me on this adventure. And it was an adventure, friends. This necklace, let me tell you, this was an adventure. But, guys, sometimes all good things, right? You just got to put in a little extra patience and it will all work out, my friends. It will all work out. All right, until the next time, keep on planting those magical beans, my loves, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.